and I always like dessert. So, well, first off, congratulations. You've gone from what, 30 seats to 450 seats?
Yes, sir.
That's congratulations.
Thank you.
So, you're right. Here, if you look at what we have done on tourism, for example, when I came into office, we had sort of stagnated on tourism. We'd gone from, we were seeing about 80 to 82 million tourists a year. In Florida, every 85 tourists is a job. So we hadn't invested much more in Visit Florida. We were I think about 25 million when I came in. This year, with the support of the legislature, we're at $74 million. The way it's a public-private match, so for every dollar the state puts up, the private sector puts up $2, and some of it's done locally. And now this last year we had 3 record years. This last year we had 94.7 million tourists. Hopefully about 100 million tourists this year. It means a few more jobs, and our restaurants are busy, our hotels are busy, our sites are busy. And guess what? People buy homes. They say, this is a pretty nice place. You know, you have 43-year low in your crime rate. Maybe I'll buy a house, move a business. So tourism still drives a lot of our economy. So congratulations to all you. Now, first off, I want to tell you, we've had I've been governor for 3 years and 5 months. We've gotten a lot of things done, but it wouldn't have happened but for your state legislature. We have cut taxes 40 times, so hardworking Florida families and businesses keep more of their money. In contrast to other states, we understand it's actually your money. It's not the government's money, it's your money. But if it wasn't for Senator Altman and Representative Goodson, that wouldn't happen, so congratulations. The other thing is, you've got a lot of local elected officials here. We have done a lot of things with our communities around the state. You have, it's called Enterprise Florida, which it's a public-private partnership. It's run by Gray Swope. We have done about 350 transactions with companies to expand or move here. Companies like Northrop Grumman that have added 1,400 jobs and now another 300 to 1,800 jobs. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, things like that. And we've added a lot of jobs, especially in this part of the state. And why people want to be here is because of your workforce. You have a great talent pool on top of great local elected officials. So congratulations to all the local officials. So you have a great mayor. Mayor Tully does a great job. Is very focused on what's good for your community and does a wonderful job. We also have great chambers around the state. So I think JB comes here from the Titusville Chamber. So we are promoting our state well. Now, 80% of the jobs in our state, according to the chamber, are small business jobs. I grew up in a household that had struggled for a job. My dad was a truck driver and a bus driver. He struggled to keep a job. My mom struggled to keep jobs. That's a tough life. I remember when the only family car our only family car we had got repossessed. If you go back to when I got elected, that was going on around the state. The state had lost 832,000 jobs in 4 years. 832,000. Stop and think about that. People were losing their homes, they're losing their cars, they're struggling to put food on the table, and they're concerned whether they could send their children to college and university. It was going on every day. Well, we have done all these things, and now you, the private sector, has added 600,000 jobs. And most of those jobs are small companies. They're adding jobs. They have 1 job or 2 jobs or 3 jobs. And it's tourism. It's manufacturing. We got rid of a sales tax on machinery and equipment. Our ports are doing well. We've added 120,000 jobs in and around our ports. 120,000 trade jobs have been added in the last 3 years. But we've got to continue to make it the best place for small businesses. And small businesses don't do well with higher taxes. How many of you have ever said, gosh, I think I'll pay a little bit more because I know that company is in a high tax area? Have you ever done that? No. Or, gosh, yeah, those regulations are killing that company, so I'll give them a little bit more money. No. Or, oh, it took them so long to get in business, that permit process is ridiculous. I'll pay a little bit more money. No. So, at the city, the county, the state, federal government we need a lot of work at the federal government level, but we've got to continue to look at how we make it better for small businesses. So we've come up with a policy. I've come out so far in this campaign, a policy on our ports. We've already invested $640 million in our ports in a little over 3 years. I want to invest enough to over $1 billion over 8 years to get more port jobs and trade jobs. But also we got to help small businesses. How many of you knew that Charles Lindbergh crossed the Atlantic in 1927 to get a prize? Yeah, very few people. You got a $25,000 prize. We ought to come up with what's important to our state. We ought to have some state money, some private money, and give prizes for what's important. Water quality, very important to our state. If you look at the future of our state, if we don't figure out our water quality, the flow of water, it's going to be very difficult. I know Secretary Herschel Vineyard from DEP was here today, and with the support of your legislature, you have a lot of things to help try to move the water south. But it's water, it's infrastructure, it's medical breakthroughs, things like that. Big issues we're dealing with. Let's do that. Let's make sure our state colleges and universities are focused on small businesses. Let's do business plan competitions. Let's make sure we do more global trade. We should be the center of global trade. This state is positioned with 15 seaports, with the expansion of the Panama Canal, with our proximity, the way to get to, whether it's Europe, Africa, South America, and the Panama Canal, we are in the best position of any place in the world to be a leader for global trade. So that's our goal. We're going to continue to get jobs going. When I ran first time, I said 700,000 jobs over 7 years. We're 3 years, 4 months in at 600,000 jobs. So the slogan we have come up with is "Let's keep working." So while we turn it over to Senator Altman, let's practice. Oh, by the way, we have where's Christina? If you volunteers, where's Christina here? Oh, all right. All right. So Brian Marks is over here. We have had 185,000 doors knocked on already. To get our message out that we like jobs, we want a good education system. So if you would like to volunteer, this is the person to call. So now, while your senator, who's there diligently every day making sure that your area is represented very well in the state and is a statewide leader that gets things done, let's practice "Let's keep working."
Let's keep working. Let's keep working. Let's keep working. Let's keep working.
Well, it's a great honor that the governor's here, and it's only appropriate. There's been no governor any more supportive to our aerospace industry and community.